Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about peaches. Went out yesterday and I picked the lowering peaches off our tree. If you remember right, that's the ones I told you were supposed to be the best for canning. We planted the tree 2 years ago. Last year we had one peach, and this year 22 pounds. So what I've done so far is I've just separated some of the bigger, plumper, nicer ones for actual canning. And then the smaller ones, a little too soft, maybe a few blemishes, whatever. I'm going to put those in the juicer, twofold. I like to have the juice to use, as I've said before, for my peaches and things anyway. But also, I'm going to can these peaches in the peach juice that I get also. So anyway, like I said, I have this going in the steam juicer. Alright, I'm going to use water with lemon juice in my bowl to put the peaches in as I cut them. And you'll notice how you see all the different ways that you can peel peaches easily. What I've found is, the most popular way is to put them in boiling water and then let the skins, take them out of the boiling water, put them in an ice bath, and then the skins will peel off. Well, this is true for some of the ones that may be a little softer already. What I've found is some of them, you have to leave them in the boiling water just a little too long for my liking. So then by the time that you can them, when they go through that process, the peaches ended up mushy. So I have found, I just like to use a good old potato peeler, and works just fine. So anyway, here we go. I say too, I had intended on putting out a lot more videos than what I've been putting out, but I don't know how much of you guys follow the weather. I am in Central California. We are having like major heat wave. So what I'm finding is, for instance, yesterday, I picked these peaches yesterday morning. Well, actually, we had some errands to run first. So it was probably 10 or 11 o'clock before I got them picked. And then by the time I was ready to start doing this part, it was 108 degrees. And there was just no way that I could stand out here, stoves on, producing more heat, and do these in that kind of weather. So I'm finding that's been a problem for a lot of things lately. I need to get out to the garden and pull the corn that I already picked. Again, heat of the day, way too hot. So I apologize for not getting videos out faster. I will try and do the best I can, but like I said, this weather, this heat is a killer right now. So Anyway, just an explanation. I believe they said the temperature today is supposed to be 114. So I'm out here doing this right now, and it's not even 8 o'clock in the morning yet, so I'm trying to get it done, or at least most of the way done before it gets too hot. It's kind of funny because I find myself, I work part-time, so I don't have a lot of time during the week, so weekend I'm trying to get as much done as I can. I have a whole list of stuff that I need to do. I have some bell peppers that are already turning red that I need to get chopped up and in the dehydrator. I said I need to do the corn, get that stalks pulled so that I can plan out my fall garden and get that bed started. I have these peaches. I believe my pineapple pears are ready. My husband was going to check that this morning. Anyway, I have a whole list of stuff that I need to do. I need to start some kombucha. Been way too hot. I have to do all my stuff outdoors because there's people in the house. If I'm doing any filming or anything, there's just no way. So anyway, I'm just trying to do the best I can. And, you know, peeling in this way is not perfect. Some of them have soft spots. It's a little rough, but doing it the other way is not perfect either, so this is just what I found overall works better for me. A lot of times I end up juicing a lot of stuff. I actually use the juice more anyway, but my husband loves canned peaches. Usually the peaches, the pears, apples. I try and do a few things with. Make apple pie filling, to can the pears and the peaches and some apples because my husband loves fruit cocktail and making fruit salad, so I try and keep a supply of that for him. But anything else, I usually end up juicing a lot, mostly because I don't have time. Knife seems to be working pretty good with some of these. Decided a long time ago I would rather sacrifice a little bit of quantity in order to get the best quality, so whatever it takes, right? So that's all of those, and now I'm just going to let these soak in the lemon water while I'm waiting for the juice to finish up. With these being the Loring peaches, seed comes out very easy. Let's see if I can get these sliced up so I'm ready when the juice is ready, because it's getting hot. Well, my husband just turned the cooler on, so let's hope that we don't have a problem with volume. If there's any of you who've never done this before, the peaches have like a natural seam on one side, and if you use that as your guide, they will open much easier. Alright, we are ready to put the peaches in the jars. Now, most of the recipes I see are for hot pack. I do not do that because, again, I find that the peaches end up mushy. So, I do everything starting from cold, except of course the juice is still hot when I put it in. But cold jars, cold canner, cold water, start it all from scratch. And then all I do is, that says 20 minutes on a water bath. I just, when it gets to the boil, I give it an extra 10 minutes just to make sure everything's heated all the way through. I'm going to fill these to just below the rim. Now if you wanted to, you could add some sugar to your water, dissolve it, or your juice, dissolve it in there. It would be a lot like the store-bought canned peaches that are canned in a syrup of some sort, light syrup, medium syrup, whatever you prefer. But I prefer to just can them in their own juice and nothing else. Alright, now I'm going to take my vinegar, or actually first, I'm going to debubble. You want to get as many bubbles out of there as you can, and then still make sure everything's covered. sometimes when you do this, you release a bunch of air bubbles and then you have room for quite a bit more juice in the jar. I really just need a tiny bit more. Now I'm going to take my vinegar. I'm going to dip my paper towel. And clean the rims. The part you're concerned with is that very edge right here where the lid is going to seal down on it. You just want to make sure there's no food particles, no skin oils, anything like that on there. Rings down tight, put it in your canner. I need to fill my canner with water. You want to fill it to at least 1 inch above the jars. Now, sometimes I wish my pot filler was on the same side as the camp chef because I use it most, but this works. My husband was thinking of me, so. Now, I have some extra space. I'm going to take a jar to put in the middle, just fill it with water to keep the jars from tipping over. And like I said, once that comes to a boil, I will let those go for about 30 minutes instead of the 20. Alright guys, so I got my 6 cans of peaches, and after I put those empty jars filled with water in the canner, I remembered I still had 2 quarts of juice, so I took the water out and put those in there. Process them at the same time. And you can see I had 2 lids that buckled. Been having a problem with these new ones, but we'll just put those in the refrigerator and eat them quickly, so they'll be fine. But anyway, any of the items that I used, my canners, my the jar lifters, all of my equipment is listed down in the description. With an affiliate link if anybody's interested in some of the same stuff that I'm using. And I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Thank you.